Hi. It has been a while. Whew. Hello. I'm Willow Silverayne, and this is Wish Upon a Willow, and we're going to do an episode of Real Talk before I get back to my regularly scheduled episodes on all of my little side quests here on YouTube. Alright. Hi. So, last time I left you, I was on vacation and I was doing my 12 days of giveaways, and I was still doing my daily meditation, daily living life like a video game character, daily mindfulness practices, which I will continue very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't caught any of those yet, feel free to go check them out. They can be helpful. So I decided to take a small break, which ended up turning into a long break on accident. So I went on vacation to go see my lovely daughter, and then when I came back, I immediately went into go, go, go mode because I had started at a place renting a room. And whenever I got back, I was go, 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 let's go. And I'm like, as soon as I get settled, I will start recording videos again. And then I fell and slipped on the ice and hurt my back. Like, it was so bad that I couldn't even use the bathroom by myself. Like, I needed help. I was down for the count. It sucked. I'm a hyper independent person, and the degree to which I injured myself made it to where I could not be my hyper independent self. I could not do things for myself. I could hardly get up out of bed, and I struggled for weeks. It was so bad. It gave me a time to reflect and surrender, get really, really, really good. It was a crash course in surrendering. That's what it was. I heard Infinity from Magnetize Yourself say that earlier. A crash course in surrendering, and absolutely that's what that was. It was intense, and I had to get comfortable doing absolutely nothing while my world seemed to fall apart around me. I got further and further behind in rent on my room, and I was unable to pay. And I had Groupon, which is like a whole other thing that just added to this. Like, most of my clients from the month of January were on Groupon, and they still have not paid me. It is February 22nd, and they've still not paid me for January, or like the couple massages I've done in February for them. So and then, like, I ended up getting an unofficial eviction, and really, really terribly, it was just a terrible situation, and it ended very unfortunately. And I won't go into all of the details because I still have a modicum of respect for my former friend who I was renting the room from. But it was not a good ending. It was not handled well. And since then, the past couple weeks, I've been harassed on my business Facebook page and cyberbullied, basically. And I've had a really hard time mentally dealing with all of that. And it just feels like one thing after the other this whole year, and it all feels like it's just been distracting me from my YouTube channel and from all of the ways in which I want to help heal the world. And I want to be here. I've been missing you guys so much, my little space cadets. I don't know what that was. And this whole situation that I entered into, I am so grateful for it, okay? In a lot of ways, it helped me get out of this stuck energy that I was in. It helped me realize that I have to slow down, and I can't force things to happen. Maybe there's a message in here for you with that, because I came on also to do like a little mini, it's like a share like I do with my real talks, but also like I guess a little mini reading. So whatever it is that I'm dealing with right now in my personal life, you know, I like to come talk to my collective. And if you're finding this video, then you are part of that collective, so you could resonate with lessons that I'm learning in my own personal life as I share these stories. And it is the 222 portal today, so it's very powerful, and today has felt so powerful. Like, I have been drowning for a couple weeks, more than a couple weeks, with all of this stuff going on, and depressed and spiraling, trying to get myself out of it. But every single time I went to work on anything, I kept hurting myself. Like, even doing my online stuff, like marketing and trying to work on my business online, do my website, anything. Like, every time I tried to do anything productive, I injured myself, and I would have a worse day of pain with my back and have to rest more. And resting that much is so uncomfortable, especially just trying to cope with all of the financial hurdles while not being able to make an income. And just being forced to surrender and accept and not control and be in observer mode and start to be detached, and also manifesting while all of this, and keeping a good mindset while all of this was happening. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then Year of the Horse started, and the energies started to change. But I went through this whole existential crisis the past few weeks until today, where I was like, do I even want to do what I've been planning anymore? Like, I have been offering sound therapy, Reiki, massage. I started to wonder if I even wanted to do that anymore, because this whole leaving traumatically from that place was, it gave me a lot of PTSD from my childhood, and also from being labor trafficked in 2024, and it put me in fight or flight mode, and then I just went spiraling, and I'm like, do I even want to do this anymore? And then I had to break a pattern of wanting to run away before I get somewhere with something, and all of this is just finding out how to continue moving forward, even with the obstacles, even with the wrench in the plans, because I've always had a tendency when things start going bad, or even when they start going good, to get afraid and run away. It's just a side effect of how I was raised, and I've been learning to plant myself, root myself, and keep going, and to face things head on a little bit. And it's been hard, and it's been challenging, but it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it's scary, and so if you find yourself in a position where you are being confronted with obstacles and a loop that you need to break, maybe you just did, it's food for thought, certainly. So this whole fire horse energy this week has really just picked up all of these things and like changed the energy. My mindset is different. I woke up today feeling so calm. Ooh, 11:11 on the timer. So calm, so assured that everything's gonna be okay, even though in the 3D it is looking kind of questionable and crazy, and I have no reason to think that everything's gonna be okay. I mean, it's rough. It's like, while I was healing, I wasn't getting any massages, or any of my other offerings. It just kind of halted. Like, I haven't been getting any appointments, and I understand that all of this is happening for a reason, and that maybe I needed to take a break from YouTube and come back, and that's fine. I've also learned that it's not even learned, because like I already knew this, right? But I had this moment where I saw this meme, and have you noticed how activating the memes are lately? Like, especially on Instagram, I've been scrolling and I'm like, oh, like this stuff is actually making stuff click into place, which is kind of hilarious that we're being activated through memes right now. I don't know if you can relate, but if you can, please tell me in the comments and let me know that I'm not alone in this, because I have been having like spiritual things click into place just from reading memes on Instagram. My Instagram is Wish Upon a Willow, so if you go look at my shared memes, maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. My shared posts, I've been sharing a lot of those. But anyway, I saw a post and it was about the Matrix, and it was that scene where he figures out that in order to bend the spoon, he has to first realize that there is no spoon. 13:13 on the timer. And by realizing that there is no spoon, he's then able to bend it because he realizes it's part of himself and not separate from him. I saw that like 2 days ago, and ever since then I've been seeing through, also related to this, I've been getting this download over and over and over again, just repeating in my head like a mantra, and it's of course I can think of it, but it just like eluded me when I reached out for it. Maybe it's because I forgot to breathe. I've been like this all day. It's like the energy is so much. I've been like, it's like anxious energy almost. So just like, I feel like I'm a horse, and the gate has opened and I'm ready to take off, but like I'm not allowed to take off quite yet. And it's this energy of anticipation. Have you been feeling that too? So in hearing that, and then the mantra that has been repeating in my head is, attention is your greatest currency, and life is a house of mirrors. And I have been getting all of these people in my life, and I mean, this is how it works, right? Everybody is a mirror of you, reflecting back your beliefs, your fears, your qualities about yourself, your hopes, dreams, your whatever else is in your subconscious. Like, everything is your subconscious reflected back at you. And from the moment I watched that video, and I've really been wanting to watch The Matrix, but I can't find my DVD, and I feel like the only way I'm going to find it is if I clean my place, which I'm getting to. So I'm sure it'll happen in perfect divine timing. But I've just been seeing through the illusion more than usual. Like, I already knew this is all an illusion, it's all reflecting stuff back at you, but holy shit, it's like I have this awareness now. Everything around me is me. None of it's separate, it's all me. When I was cleaning, for instance, yesterday I was sweeping the floor and I'm like, oh, I mean, I know physically I'm sweeping the floor and it makes me feel better because now my place is more clean, but also, and I knew that there was the physical body, the energetic body, the spiritual body, whatever, you know, all of these things are connected, the mental body. And I had this realization, like, okay, if none of this is real, and I'm sweeping up this dirt into this dustpan right now, then that means I'm clearing my emotional, spiritual, and energetic body, because if all of these things are connected and this is part of me, then by sweeping the dirt into the dustpan and putting it in the trash and getting it out of my living space, that means subconsciously I am dealing with clearing dirt out emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and that is, it's all one part of a whole, none of it's separate. So I don't know, like, I've reached this awareness of that, and it's constant, and it's evolving, and we're waking up, and it's amazing. I feel like it's also important to note that while all of this is an illusion and none of this is real, and this is all a reflection of our own subconscious, it's also very important to make decisions and be mindful that you're choosing to uphold values like honesty or integrity or whatever, kindness, compassion. Just because none of this real doesn't mean none of this matters. We're at a moment, especially right now, like, sure, it's always like this, but especially right now, where everything's unraveling, and it's important to make decisions not out of fear, not because you're like, oh, if I do this I'm getting brownie points, but no, just honestly, just reaching within and opening your heart and being compassionate, because that will play a role in all of what is becoming and unbecoming right now. I just feel like it's important to note that it still matters. Just because this is not real doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't advise it. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you want in a way that harms others. Like, I know that there's that, what is it, like nihilism, nothing matters. I know that everybody has different philosophies and opinions, and who am I to argue with God, because we're all God, but I just feel like it's really dangerous to be harmful towards people right now, and justice is coming out. all around us. We see injustice being enacted, and there could be things in your personal life that aren't fair right now, and it's important to seek justice for yourself and others if there's people in your life who are being wronged, and of course on the grand scale. But this all starts within, and it works its way out like ripples. We have to be taking care of our personal lives, taking care in our personal lives, and remembering that we need to act from a place of justice, but not vengeance. So try not to get into your ego if you're being wronged, and try not to come from a place of pettiness. And it's a really hard one to recognize. Whenever I was in the labor camp, I wanted justice, and I thought it was justice, but it was really vengeance, because I had this desire to best him, the cult leader, whatever you want to call him. I had this desire to take him down. I wanted him to suffer. I wanted him to pay. And that didn't lead anywhere good. I felt very angry because he was wronging so many people, and I cared for these people. And now in retrospect, I realized I was really in my ego. And I understand now the difference between justice and vengeance because of that situation. Now I'm once again finding myself in a place where I feel like I'm being wronged, but I don't want vengeance. I just want it to be fair. And we're reaching a point right now where there's going to be a lot of this happening on micro and macro scales, and we need to be really careful moving forward with our intentions, because intention is everything. And with that, these are all messages I've been receiving all day and for the past few days, BTW. The other one, it's important to note that, okay, if you're in this collective, you're powerful. Be careful what words you speak into existence. Your words are spells. You are a spell. You are a walking, talking spell. And when you say things, they come to be. So if you're talking negatively about a person or wishing harm upon them, you're putting that into existence. Be so careful with what words you say, not just towards other people, but also towards yourself. Be careful what words you speak about yourself, what words you speak about your reality. You need to be so careful about what you're saying, thinking, and believing right now. And I would suggest listening to affirmations as much as you feel called to, because affirmations help communicate with your subconscious, help rewrite your subconscious. Your subconscious makes up 95 or more % of your beliefs, thoughts, judgments, whatever. A way to rewrite them is to be listening to affirmations in the background while you're sleeping, or I've been feeling drawn to listen to them almost constantly, which is not normal for me, but lately I have been feeling like I just need to be keeping those on, because it is so important right now for me to be rewriting my beliefs. And so it might feel impossible to change those thoughts that are constantly going on in your head, but it's not. Since I have started listening to affirmations back in 2024, I have gone from a totally defeated, depressed, down in the dumps about myself, self-judgmental person, to overall mostly positive. And the thoughts that come up, these, spiraling thought loops, I recognize them almost immediately. And this is the alchemy part of this, right? You recognize that thought and you cut it. You break the loop. And that is how you rewrite the neural pathways in your brain, by recognizing them. And it's not just a mental battle. This is just one part of it. But it's really important. You hear the loop, 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 and you recognize it and you cut it. But it's also important to feel the emotions, because we tend to push things away and then they come back. And push it away, come back, push it away, come back, until you confront all of these demons in your head emotionally and feel it fully and be present and be gentle on yourself, please. If you need to see a therapist, that's good soup. Or trusted friends keep around you. But it's important for us to close out all these old loops, these old cycles, these old behaviors, these old patterns, and start anew right now. And it's going to be accelerating, especially for this collective. Do you feel the energy? It feels like there's a dam and it's about to just, like there's like cracks in the dam right now, and all of the water is just about to just, I've been seeing that a lot lately. And I just feel it. I just feel all of this energy just about to like rush out, and things are going to pick up and it's going to start going really, really fast. And you might be feeling called to clean your car and your house right now, to get rid of things. Empty, that's another thing I've been hearing on repeat. Empty yourself and you will receive. Empty yourself and you will receive. Empty yourself and you will receive. So I've been feeling like cleaning everything. I just want to get rid of most of my stuff. Only take with you what you want in this new life that is being built for you right now. Everything is about to change in new and exciting ways, and we just need to go with the flow, and we need to remember to breathe, and we need to remember to drink water, and we need to remember to take care of ourselves. And I'm so proud of you. Thank you for listening to my stories. Like, stories are so important, and I like this real talk playlist because I can get a little vulnerable and share, and then also relate to people, and I feel like it's really important. 2828, heck yeah. I today had my first massage back at my old job, and it felt like moving backwards. I didn't have my own room. The room's not as big. But I decided to create my own modality that works for me. Whereas before I was forcing myself to fit in a box and offer the same old stuff, and I thought that I needed to go to this new place in order to offer something new, but that's not true. I can do what I want. I'm still an independent contractor, so I decided to offer a holistic massage where I'm blending all of my modalities into one, and if people come to me, they don't get the choice. Like, they're getting these modalities. If you're wanting those modalities, you come to me. Before, I was people pleasing, and I was like, well, I'll have them fill out a form, and if they want to try my offerings, well, maybe they can, and it's all new and scary. And I wasn't really getting many people checking yes, or I was catering to people and then pushing myself too hard and I'm injuring myself with massage. I have carpal tunnel in both hands. I have cubital tunnel in my right hand. I need to offer a different style of massage, and I unfortunately cannot cater to people and offer the same thing. The same things I've been offering anymore. I just can't. And I've slowly come to terms with that, and so I've created my own style, and I will have to be really careful with myself and create boundaries. And so maybe you're feeling like that about something similar in your personal life, where you feel like you need something new. And this isn't for everyone, of course, but I just want to say, based off of the things that I've been learning, because I thought I just needed to go do something completely new. Maybe try restructuring what you're already doing if it's something that you love, to where it's working for you, and to where you're not just trying to make money and trying to please other people with what you're offering. Because I thought that I just needed to do something completely new, or whatever, and I'm like, I'm finding a middle ground. And that's something that's come up a lot for me lately too, like finding the middle ground between things. Like, it's not all black and white, like you know how we're all at each other's throats on the internet right now, and have been forever. And I've been tired of this for years now, where it's like blah blah blah, left versus right, and this versus that, and it's like, things don't have to be so black and white. There's a gray area, and you can go in and find the gray area. You don't have to have total destruction of something and tear it all down, and you don't have to not have change. You can change it. And I know that it doesn't feel like that in all professions, and I am remarkably lucky to be in the profession that I'm in. However, we are in a time where we are needing to change everything. Not everything. Again, not all black and white. What I mean by everything is we need, ooh, the tree looks cool with that light cast on it. Oh, that's nice. ADHD. I'm talking about, we need to reform every single career matrix that is out there. School systems, hospitals, factories, you know, everything has somewhere where it needs to be reformed. I used to just rebel against the system so hard that I'm like, it's just not fair, and I just want it all to go away. But that's not realistic. We need to be doing what we can in the jobs and the careers, the professions that we have, and taking steps to fight for change where we can. I've talked with so many people from so many different walks of life in my profession, and it's a trend that I'm seeing. Everybody's so fed up with where it is, and think about what you can do on your little micro scale, what you can do to add positive change without overexerting yourself. And look, if you're stuck in a system where you try to change things and they're unreceptive, you have to reach a point where you have to choose yourself and leave and go somewhere better, because there's a better opportunity for you waiting past that. It's terrifying. Been there a lot of times. I've been there so many times. I kind of like show up, change the vibe, and then leave. If the vibe isn't it's not right, I come in and I'm like, hey, let's just knock it all down. And then if nobody's treating me right when I'm working so hard to change the place, I just ended up, I just walk out. I'm gone, bye. I'm not about to suffer endlessly when it's clear that there's not going to be a change. And I think I forever alter places, energetically, at least. I've seen it happen multiple times. So Anyway, maybe you have Moldavite energy. I think that's it. Stick around. I am going to be back to my dailies as my schedule regulates itself. Maybe I won't do them every day, but I'll at least keep up with them and be posting again. I have a couple exciting things in the near future coming up. Huge plans, which I'll announce soon. I ain't telling you guys anything until it happens. I ain't playing that game anymore. I don't know, there's something about keeping your plans close to your chest that's just so underrated and beautiful and wonderful. Alright, I hope that this message found you well, that there was useful things in here for you, there and here and thereabouts. And I hope you have a lovely night or day or whatever. And remember, where there's a willow, there's a way. Yeah. Like, subscribe, leave comments. Oh, if you relate to any of the stuff I was talking about, oh my god, I love to hear it. I would love to hear it so much. You don't even know. I would love it. I would love it so much. Alright, if you listened all the way to the end, you should put like a unicorn or dragon emoji, because the unicorns and dragons have been all around me today. Like, they got me through this day. They made me remember who I am. And if you're here in this collective, unicorns and dragons might resonate with you. Okay. I love you. Bye bye. Bye bye now.